Alright, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Super Adventure Island 2. In the previous episode, we cleared out the first half of Hiya-Hiya Island, and now we're going to try to get to Tina in the basement, hopefully. Now last time when we were exploring, we discovered the way into the basement, but we also figured out that it's covered with this big sheet of ice, and the only logical way to get rid of that ice is going to be to drop something heavy on it from far above. And there was an ice pillar on the top of the tower, but it's protected by the star blocks. So the goal of this episode is really going to be to turn off the star switch so that we can make those blocks invisible. And that way we can push the pillar right here off the edge. So, to find the star switch, all you have to do is fall in this pit and then head right. So, these Yetis are so annoying. You have to get close to them in order to avoid their snowballs and then just let them have it, basically. And now we can turn the switch off. All of the star blocks are now invisible, and there's actually a set down the pit to the left that we can fall through now. Like that. And that leads us to a treasure chest with the fire shield. But if you're playing along with my challenge, you can't use shields or armor, so the only purpose of collecting it is just to get the 100% collection rate. Now if you've got a good memory, you'll remember that there was actually also a treasure chest up on the floor above us that's blocked by the star blocks. So now we can access that, and that will be highly useful in the area to come because it contains an item which will help us with the boss battle. There we go. Now when you fall down here, make sure to fall to the right through the blocks because the area to the left of them is a trap door. Like that. And that nets us another half of a life bottle, so now we have 2 heart bottles. That's what I said about making the boss fight a little easier. And then make sure to jump up and not do that. See? That's what I meant. So now we have to get all the way to the top of the tower. The long way. Oh well, I can usually make it up there pretty quick. I've only done this tower probably about 80 times. Good, full life. I was hoping for a life bottle from one of those guys. So the challenge probably doesn't seem all that challenging yet if you've been watching or playing along so far. But just wait. Just you wait. Starting on the next level and from then on, it gets really tedious and really hard. Or at least much harder than it is as a regular game. I can't tell you how many times I've died on some of these levels. It's terrible. Having no armor is tedious. Alright, so now we can push this giant pillar down this hole. Whee! Crash. And let's fall down. But first, if you're a smart one like me, you'll turn the switch back on. Because we'll use that in a future puzzle. You'll need those star blocks turned back on. So, we'll do that. Otherwise you get to climb the tower all over again. And now we can finally drop into the basement and hopefully find Tina. This hallway here is actually the last in this level. So make sure to get your life refilled from these penguins before you take on the boss. There we go. Like so. Alright, there's the boss door. I'm going to save here just to be safe because boss battles on this challenge really can go wrong. There we go. And now this boss is actually the only one in the game that I allow you to use another weapon on, and you'll see why in a moment. You're allowed to use the dagger sub-weapon. Basically, the dagger has the exact same attack rating as your fists, but it has more range. And the range is why I'm letting you use it. So let's go take on the boss of Hiya-Hiya Island, which is a mammoth of ice. Now you see that trunk? That's the reason why you can't use your fists here. You can't quite reach him with his trunk like that. And after hitting him a whole bunch of times with these daggers, it'll shatter the ice. I hate those little blobs of ice that he's shooting out. They're hard to avoid. Anyway, now the goal is just to hit his eyes a whole bunch of times. Whenever he does that position right there, just hit his trunk and it'll keep him from ramming into you. The other way to avoid him, I'll show you in a moment, like so, is to jump whenever he gets close, but I did it a little late there. Basically, this battle is very easy to beat without getting hit once you get to this point, just by being safe and hitting his trunk instead of trying to jump over him. A lot of people don't seem to know the trunk hitting trick, which surprises me. They assume the only way to beat him is to actually try to jump over him when he comes at you. But this is much better in my opinion. Of course, you can only do it with the daggers. He takes a lot of hits, kind of like the tree. But he should be dead soon. If you haven't subscribed or rated any videos or made comments yet, feel free. I don't have many subscriptions, but I'd love to get a few new ones if you've enjoyed the Let's Play so far, or any of my other Let's Plays. I've also got a full Let's Play of Super Castlevania 4, and I'm working on a Let's Play of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. If you haven't taken a look at those yet, you can. And that's the boss battle here. So he rewards us with the Star Stone. And we have another vision. Higgins hears a voice. My name is Tina. I lost my memory in a storm and landed here. Then I met the king. We were forced to be married. You lost your memory? I lost mine too. I am on a quest to recover my past. Really? That's very daring of you. You know, you seem to remind me of someone. Someone special. Aww. They can't quite remember each other yet. Well, she apparently wasn't on Hiya-Hiya Island because we just beat it. So, I think we're going to call it a video here. First, we'll head into this area and unlock the Star Seal. Or the Stargate, I guess is what it's called. Stargate, go figure. That was a pretty good movie. I actually liked the movie, but I never watched any of the TV shows that were based on it. I hear Stargate Universe is fairly good so far. Anyway, I digress. We have a little time. I guess I could do a little exploration of the world map while we're still here. Oh! Make sure to switch back to your fist. If you're playing along with the challenge, that is. Oh, these sea urchins are annoying. They take 8 hits. And over in this cave... Ooh, Egyptian theme. How nice. We get the Sun Ring. Now, what do you want to bet? That can be used on Poka-Poka Island. Well, we'll find out in the next video. And then up here, we find one of the most useful items in this game by far. Let's read the tablet and find out what it is. This is the magic wand, legendary throughout the land. You'll learn a new trick each time you find a matching magic bottle. So, there's our magic wand, and when you get the wand for the first time, it also gives you a magic bottle you see up there. And we get the first spell, which is Feather, but you're not allowed to use it. Anyway, we'll call it a video here, and next time we will take on Poka-Poka Island. Until then, see ya and thanks for watching.